Confirm reporting that former U.S. officials have held secret talks with Ukraine with prominent Russians to lay the groundwork for a negotiation towards a peace deal?
I actually appreciate this question because I think that the reporting suggested something that, in fact, has not happened. My understanding is there was a meeting at the Council on Foreign Relations with the Foreign Minister of Russia. That meeting did not include participation from the United States government. The United States government did not pass messages through that meeting. The United States government did not seek to pursue diplomacy, direct, indirect, or otherwise through that meeting, period. There are also contacts between private American citizens and Russians. That has been happening not just in the last year, but for the last 75 years, since time immemorial. The United States government is not using any of those contacts to pass messages, to promote diplomacy, direct, indirect, or otherwise, and any suggestion to the contrary is simply untrue. Yeah.
Thank you, Jack. I have two questions. South Korean President Yoon and the Japanese Prime Minister Kishida will discuss the issue of discharge of contaminated water at the NATO summit this time. Do you know already know that yesterday IAEA Secretary General Grossi visited to South Korea, and he said that he will not take responsibility for the discharge of contaminated waters. What is the United States position on the IAEA's report on the discharge of contaminated water in Fukushima? And I follow up second question.
From our perspective, the IAEA Secretary General's report was based on the professional analysis of the competent international institution, and I'll leave it at that. I would also say that the ROK government made its own statements and reactions to that, which we thought were quite constructive.
Yeah. U.S. and South Korea NCD meeting, Nuclear Conservative Group meeting, will be held in Seoul very soon, this month. Do you have any contents of this meeting? Who will gonna be attending this meeting?
I don't have anything to announce today. I will say, though, that I spoke with my South Korean counterpart last evening to discuss preparations for that meeting. It will be an important meeting. There will be high-level participation by the United States because this is an important issue on which we place priority, and launching the Nuclear Consultative Group is a specific outcome of the Washington summit between President Yoon and President Biden, an outcome of the historic Washington Declaration, and you will see in this meeting that we are quite serious about taking this effort forward.